Hey guys, this is Game Freak 10,001 with part 5 of Megaman X, and as you can see, I am at the place where you receive the shuriken. I saved you guys a break and already did the part of the stage. Already did the part of the stage that required all the difficult stuff. And yep. Apparently, yeah. I decided that probably for the sake of the LP, I'm probably not gonna get it. I was going to get it before, but I decided not to. Even though that's what every person should do in their Megaman LP is get that, but I decided not to, apparently. And now we're going to fight Agile number 2. Which for us it's Agile number 1, because you never got to see Agile number 2. I may show a bonus fight where I fight Agile number 1, but this Agile is a joke. I don't know why I'm dying to him. That's what his main focus is. He keeps flying into your little bullet, therefore making it a million times easier to fight. Get him on the main one. And there, he's dead. And we killed him. No, this could not be. Master, avenge me. And that was Agile number 2. Now in a bonus video, I may show Agile number 1, and I may show all the X-Hunter fights if first I figure out how to even get to them, because I know where Agile's is. His is in Magna Centipede. I just never went there because I never really wanted to fight the X-Hunters, and because I don't know what to say today. Now we're moving on to the finals. Now we're moving on to the boss refight stage. Stage right before Sigma. This is where we're going to refight every single boss again. Now there are some changes, but they're minimal. There's not much of a change. Now every time you do this, those little health names will refill up, and eventually you will get a. Now we get to show off his preferred weakness you're supposed to fight him with. This is actually the weakness we were supposed to fight him with the first time, but I didn't feel like fighting Overdrive Ostrich first. Because maybe Overdrive Ostrich is not recommended to be first. But if you kill him, he has a really, with the Sonic Slicer, it's a better death than him just dying. That's what I have to give. And see, as we kill him, it cuts him in half. And the body keeps moving. Creepy. Now we're going to not fight a boss, which is what I accidentally did. I wasn't supposed to fight it, but oh well. He now starts with his blue fire thing, which I don't even know the difference between the blue fire one and the orange fire one. If you know the difference, please leave a comment, because I don't even know. Because even though I played this game for like the past year maybe, I didn't get into X until about a year ago. Now, Now, I did play it when I was younger, but I didn't get into it because when I was younger, I wasn't big on many of the series as I am now. But over time, I eventually grew on the other series and they became better. And I also used to think some games were for girls, like I used to think Final Fantasy was for girls because I saw a bunch of girls lined up to get the game when I was younger, so for the longest time I thought Final Fantasy was a game only for girls, because yeah, you could understand, because I was like 5 and I saw a bunch of girls lining up to get the game, so then I played it and enjoyed it for myself, and it has been a fairly enjoyable game series. Now we get to fight Wheel Gator. Now this is Wheel Gator's battle, and his battle is like nothing different from the first one, except for the fact we're not fighting in a factory anymore. I wish they really would have changed his fight. That would have been fun. Since I actually like his fight, I would like them to change it a bit and make it harder. Like, and if I ever make a hack of this game, this boss will do more damage. Bosses will do more damage in their second fights. In their first one, they'll be easy, but for me, since I'm evil, the game's probably going to be very hard, very difficult, like not very easy, and it's going to require several save states. It's going to be labeled off a lot like X6 with its spiked level. If I were to, I'd probably add some X6 graphics in the game, many other things, and also I would make new bosses, therefore making it a lot harder to beat the game. And these bosses would probably be like 10 times harder than X5 Sigma. And X5 Sigma is a pretty hard boss. Now, what you see on videos now, it may look easy, it's just that people are making it look easy. For the longest time, when I saw something on a video, I thought the game was easy because, yeah, they're obviously good at the game, so it must be an easy game. Then I found out that later it wasn't about that. It's just that they're good at the game. They've been playing it for a long time, so they get used to it pretty much. And they get used to it pretty much, and pretty much nothing in the game annoys them anymore. Now, I've been thinking whether I should do a Mario Galaxy 2 LP. The main reason is because main reason is, number one, I might hold it till later because it is a lengthy game, so that's why I was thinking of saving it for later. It's going to be like at least 20 or 30 parts at the least. Even with doing hour-long videos, it will still take a while. Now, one of the big ones is Skyward Sword. One of the big ones is Skyward Sword, mainly because of it takes like an hour to beat a dungeon. Unless you're like an expert, somebody who can beat the dungeon less than an hour, but for me, even though I'm very good at the game, dungeons take at least a couple of hours. The longest dungeon for me was probably Dungeon 3. Because Dungeon 3 took me at least 2 to 3 hours it was really long, and the puzzle, I had to get the gust bellows and then go back and get the other things, and yeah, it just took a while. So it proves on some dungeons I might be spending 3 parts on one dungeon that are each an hour long because of how long the game is. And with this we get to fight Overdrive Ostrich. Puts him in a state where he'll only do that move, which can be annoying or easy depending on which one you think is easier. Personally, I prefer fighting with the Buster because it makes the fight a bit more exciting, and he does a different pattern. He's not just jumping up and down over and over again, which can get kind of boring. Personally, yeah, I do think it gets kind of boring after a while. Considering that this isn't the only ice weapon that breaks a boss, which in the next LP, yeah, you'll get to see a boss get pretty much raped by one of the ice weapons. There's not that many ice weapons, and I think there's not that many ice weapons. I think there's only one ice weapon for every game. Yeah, ice. Forget what I said. Ice is one of the main elements that they use in a Megaman game. They either use ice or water, and they use both those. Looks like we have 3 bosses left. I'll fight this one. And this is Magma Centipede. Unfortunately, this stage isn't going to have a boss, so I'm not going to have to fight any bosses. I kind of liked how in the original Mega Mans, you would fight a boss and then you would have to fight a boss after that. Which is very, it's shown a lot in the games of the X. It's shown a lot in the Mega Man games before X. As you can see, that's the chart. Now the games before X are pretty good, but X is my main favorite one of the Mega Man series, even though the originals are very good and very fun games to play. I still have to say that the X series is probably the best because they introduced a new character. They introduced a new character. Well, not necessarily a new character of Mega Man, just an improved version of him. And they released my favorite character in the Mega Man series, Zero, which is, in my opinion, a hell of a lot better than X. Zero can do a lot of things that X can't. He has a sword. Now, speaking of Zero, there's going to be a fight in this game that's not even worth showing because it's so easy and so ridiculous that I can beat it without even trying. I wish they would have done a way better job with the Zero fight in this game. The Zero fight in this game is ridiculous. And we beat it right before I was about to hit the spikes like an idiot. Now as you will see in the next level, Zero only has 2 attacks, which are simple, just like slashing at you and trying to shoot you with his buster. Now X505 is a bit more exciting than This one. And of course now we have one boss left, which is Crystal Snail. Again, nothing about his fight has changed. Probably his fight is exactly the same as well as his other fight. There's only like 1 or 2 bosses that actually change. And great, it slows down time right now. I don't think it does anything except for slow down time. Realistically, I don't think that's a very hard concept of this game. Because all it does is slow it down, and therefore I think it makes it easier, actually, than slowing it down. I think slowing it down actually makes it easier, because you get to... I think personally it helps you learn the boss's pattern a lot easier than when it's going fast. Or normal speed, not fast, normal speed. And here's the thing. When he slows the time. And all he does is basically just jump in the exact same spot over and over and over again. Not even knowing that he's doing the exact same thing. Jumping up, not even doing it, and I've noticed that. But sometimes you'll get lucky and he'll do it 2 times. It has been a while, Megaman X. What? Sigma? It seems that the X Hunters have failed. Don't worry. I have arranged for some new toys for you to play with. And as you could see, there's no boss in that stage. And in the next stage, we are going to go to a previously visited stage, but it will be a bit different than it was the first time. As you can see, we're going back to Magma Centipede again. Apparently this whole time, the final stage was in Magma Centipede, and Megaman did not take advantage of it. He decided, oh, I'm just going to beat all the other 8 bosses, and then fights, and then go back and fight Sigma. When realistically, he could have made his job 10 million times easier by just going into the thing and smashing the hole that leads to the core and leading right to the boss. Instead, because yeah, I would rather do that. But Megaman likes to make everything hard. Loves to basically cause you to go on a long adventure that takes forever, and then you have to do all this. Next, we're going to fight a certain fight that's not going to be very exciting. Now, if you had gotten all the 0 parts, there would be a black 0 there instead of a red 0. Instead of 0's normal color. Look who I found wandering around, Megaman. My friend here has a small problem with you. It seems that you let him die and he's not too happy about that. Now I think it is time that he repays the favor. Now we're about to do the most ridiculous fight in any Megaman game. Basically what he'll do is he'll just do the slashing attack and smash the ground. Slash, shoot his buster, and smash the ground. That's all he does. I mean, literally. I mean, look, it's just repetition. It's so boring when something repeats over and over and over again. Isn't it so great that we get to fight, that I get to fight a boss that does the same thing over and over? If I ever hack this game after I learn hex coding, this boss is going to be a lot harder than he is now. I mean, look. Sub-Zero! Do you remember me? Yeah, I guess so. Sorry to cause you so much trouble. X, you need to go after Sigma. I'll try and destroy the main computer. Take care of yourself, Zero. I'm gonna try to put you back together again. I'll be okay. Get going, X. See, look, it's right there, literally. Here it is, X. Sigma lies just ahead. See, look, it's right. It was right here the entire time, and yet X didn't go in it. Now we get to hear the best theme of X2, and this is the final Sigma fight, and I have no idea how I just grew walls. You are merely a bottom insect, Megaman X. It is about time that I crush you beneath my heel. Now, I like to call this boss Wolverine Sigma, as it fits perfectly. Now, what he'll do is he'll appear like that, as you can see, and he will try to hit you. This is only his first form. His first form is not that hard. Now for someone who hasn't played X2 very often, yes, this boss can be hard. And I'm not saying it isn't. It's just hard for beginners, which I'm not really a beginner at the X series, even though I've been playing it for only a year. Well, 2 years, I should say. Next boss after this will give you health. And I died, apparently. Looks like we're gonna be fighting this boss with little to no sub-tanks, I'm guessing. Well, no sub-tanks filled, is what I meant. Little to no sub-tanks filled is gonna make this fight hard. Now the alarms went off, but realistically they haven't caught me yet. I had no idea those lights actually revealed where you were. If I would have known that, I would have dodged them. And we don't have that much health. As you can see, we're going to see if we can skip that. Now, if you skip this one, and you go there, there'll be another there'll be an instant kill one after that. That will kill you. Then there'll be an instant kill one right after that if you stay there after you dodge the first one. That's why it's recommended not to stay there. Because if you do, you're gonna end up getting killed. Now, I should have sub-tanks for the final boss, filled sub-tanks for the final boss, which I don't. Now, it is possible to beat this with any amount of sub-tanks. First time I beat it with 2. And it wasn't that hard, and I wasn't using safe states either. So you can beat it with 1, you can beat it with 0. Which, if you can beat it with 0 sub-tanks, you're pretty good. Now, a no damage run of this would not be very impressive. As though I took damage during the stage, I've literally taken no damage against the boss. I'm just gonna skip through this, not even gonna bother reading it, because I've already read it before. And hopefully we can beat the boss this time. Hopefully we can beat the boss this time, because I don't want to try doing this again. And here we go, again. Sigma fight attempt number 2. The reason I say you can beat this boss down these sub-tanks is because number 1, the last part of Sigma gives health. So you can fill up your sub-tanks while you're fighting the boss, which is very useful. Regardless, I'm not trying because I have armor, so yeah. If I was doing this fight without armor, which I could do if I actually tried, which I've done it one time, but I failed many times and didn't do very well. And either we die or we win. Hopefully I can get at least to show his second form off. Because I want to show his second form off, since his second form is a pretty fun fight. Well, his second form is not as fun as his first, but I'll say it's pretty fun now. Now, after you defeat Sigma, this is the first game with Sigma virus. His virus will appear in the middle of the screen. Now this Sigma, it doesn't have a health bar. You'll find out by your progress. You'll find out by when you defeat him, you'll notice that his color will change. And it'll eventually go from blue to red, blue to orange to red, and then finally after red, he's defeated. As you can see, we're being careful to dodge the lights, not get hit, not get on. Let's just rush, because yeah, I ain't got forever. And that's actually the second time I've ever done that without having to do it again. I mean, without dying. Of course, yes, we get to fight Zero with half speed burner. And you could use charged up speed burner if you wanted to make this fight more challenging, which I recommend, because yeah, it makes this boss fight a lot more challenging. Now the most damage I probably take is 2 to 3 bars of damage. Because yeah, the trick is if you're doing no damage, get him to the end of the screen and then dash. And as soon as he's about to do his attack, then do it. If you're not doing a no damage run, just find a way to defeat him your own way. Which any way works, which almost anyway works with the speedrunner. If you're somebody who likes to spam weapons, then go ahead. At least it doesn't break 0. Now if it broke 0, then yeah, it would suck. Because yeah, I don't like weapons that break bosses. Even though I do use them a lot. What's Sigma attempt number 3? Get over here. Get hit by the weapon. Personally, my favorite, if you guys want to know what my favorite Sigma is, it would be this one, X3. Favorite Sigma fight is X3. Least favorite Sigma fight is probably... I'm not sure which one is my least favorite, but it's probably, X2. Mainly because, yeah, this boss... First time I got in this boss, it was like midnight. It was like midnight when I got to the boss, because, yeah... And it being midnight, I wasn't playing very well. And yeah, and with that we meet his first form again. Hopefully I can get to the end of his second form, because his second form does take me a while. I'm still not going to really try much. I might beat the boss and then do a video of the ending, which will be a lot easier on me. Considering that I already suck at the final boss of X2, as you can see. Dang it, how many lives do I have? Let's just die. If I die, then I can probably go to... Check out that one thing my friend told me about in Overdrive Ostrich's stage. I think there's a secret, supposedly like a secret area you get with you find it, it's a hover bike only area, and I think it's very good for filling up sub tanks. Now the one thing I like is it's unlike the original Megaman. You don't have to restart every time you get There's also something down here. I also don't like how they tried to make him stand on that. That wasn't very good, but it looked decent at least. Now most SNES games I do enjoy. And will play. Until I find something. Now there's something up there. If only there was another way to get up there. I can get this one to follow me. Yep, I already screwed up. Nope. Need to exit. Cause yeah. I think it was in that one area with the 1-up. Not 100% sure if it was, but we gotta check it out, obviously. There's a use in checking things out, cause yeah, you know where stuff is. See what's up here. Oh, not Sonic Slicer. Why am I using a Sonic Slicer? There's something here. I'm just not 100% sure what it is. See, there's anything secret up here. It's saying there's something secret right there. S-chain, magnet mine, silk shot. This is what it is. It summons health, therefore making it a lot easier to get what we need. Okay, we got 4 sub-tanks filled. And it was because of that trick that I found out how to do. So we're set for the 0 boss and the final boss. The reason I fill up my 4 sub-tanks is so when I get low health, I don't have to try much of the boss really. But I'm still gonna try just to preserve sub-tanks. Because we want to preserve our sub-tanks. There's countless times where I've used like all my sub-tanks on one part of the boss. X1 Sigma, if I fight him the normal way, it's a perfect example of that. Because yeah, I have to attacks, and they each do like 1/4 health, I think. They do 1/4 health damage, therefore making it really annoying, and I have to deal with that. Now we're going to fight Zero again. At least I don't die on Zero. This fight is ridiculous. You're more of a noob if you die on this fight than if you die on Sigma. If you can get the Sigma and you die, I don't consider you a noob. I consider you a good gamer. If you die on him, this Zero, I will consider you a noob for the rest of your life until you can beat him without dying and without taking 99% damage. You should only take about, at the max, maybe 5 damage. Because this boss is not worth losing most of your health on. So, about Mario Galaxy 2, do you guys think I should do it or not? Because I want to know if you guys would like that. Because I'm not 100% sure if I want to do it, so I want your guys' input. Should I just do it as a side LP for Mega Man and then do Mega Man as soon as I'm done with Mario Galaxy 2? Or should I just continue Mega Man, finish that, and then, after I do my Final Fantasy 1 Fighter Only run, then do Mario Galaxy 2? So I've been thinking about doing Mario hacks, I was thinking about doing a Mario hack series where I play a bunch of Mario hacks. With Kaizo Mario, yes, Kaizo Mario will be one of those choices. So for those of you who want me to play Kaizo Mario and get really pissed off, it's your day. As for me, it's like hours for me. Kaizo Mario equals hours of failing. And like 9 parts, 9 hours, which means 9 parts, where I don't make any progress at all. And of course for me, I'm probably not going to edit out the dying, because yeah, you guys like that. And you guys probably want to see me pissed off at a game, which I know you guys tend to enjoy more than anything, is watching someone fail and die at a video game. As you can see, we're fighting his Sigma second form. We haven't got him into his other form yet. He'll slowly change colors. It's not instant, but you'll notice. You'll notice when he starts changing colors. See, now he's blue. Which is a sign that you are getting closer to beating him. Now, the main reason you don't have to 100% use sub-tanks on this boss is because mainly he drops health. That's the reason why you can beat this boss without any sub-tanks. That's the main reason why. Because he drops health after the enemies drop health. Which I realistically think they should have removed. But that's me, so whatever you guys think is whatever you guys think. So if you think this boss is easy, I entitle you to that opinion. Now back to the Mario Galaxy 2 thing. It's a very good game, so I would be honored to even LP it actually. Not gonna worry about those. We're just gonna fire now. We're just gonna fire those two. Mario Galaxy 2 so far, I'm doing very well with the game, and I just got it. Should I wait till I get the first one and then do it? Despite the fact that it's different. That it's a sequel. As you can see in this form, Sigma changes his pattern. You want to dodge that, because if you get stuck inside of it, he'll do this. Now, occasionally, he'll do his thing where he will... You want to use, you want to have plenty of sub-tanks for this part, because this part is... Now, you're still doing damage to him, though, so, yeah, if you're caught in this little thing, you're still doing damage to him, you're just doing it in a different way. And with that, we beat Sigma, apparently. And the ending's kind of stupid. He does this. And now he's blowing up. And the blue flames. Megaman X, I've lost you again. Each defeat only makes me stronger and serves to bring you closer to your ultimate doom. But something is not right. I don't quite understand. Why did Zero? He is last of the Doctor's creations. Arg! Apparently he's a pirate. He became a pirate because he likes to say arg. And this concludes our Megaman X2 LP. As you can see, he's running away from fire. Now this was a great. Now this is the end of Megaman X2 LP, which took way too long. I feel that this LP took way too long. Number one, because I spent like 5 parts where 3 parts of dying. No, 2 parts of dying. And the other thing is that I had to spend another hour trying to get the Shuriken, which took forever, joined by his friend Zero. Megaman X gazes out over the sea. Sigma has once again been destroyed but X wonders if the fighting will truly end. No, it won't, X. It won't end for another 5 games. But was Dr. Light's dream of a world in which Reploids and humans live together in peace merely a dream? Yes, it is. But there's always going to be some Reploid out there that wants to blow up the world. The price of peace is often high, X thinks to himself. Who or what must be sacrificed for it to become reality? And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? The future holds the answers, or and that's how Megaman and Zero love to blink a lot. They do. You see, it takes place on him and Hoverbike. Megaman X2 cast. Cannon Driver, Scriber, Bar Wing, Scrambler, Slide Dome, and Mecha Arm. Gigantic Mechanoid CF0, Crow Copper, Weather Crystal, Soul Solar L, Soul Solar M, Probe A201 U-Type, Sky Farmer, Right of 1, Saptime 2, Hank Reploid, Garlico Robot, and Old Robot. Paraloid S38, Paraloid V1, Paraloid R5, V-Tron, the Right Left Star, and Morgan. Lecker, Barrier Attacker, Installer, Chop, Register, Raider, Killer, and Crash Roader. Road Riders, Ride Chaser, A-Do, Bolt Type, Button Type G, Fishern, Sea Chanteler, Jelly Seeker. Tuba Mail S, Tuba Mail Generator, Tyranno, Switch Type Elevator, and Disc Boy 8. Iclando, Ride Blade G, Ride Armor Type EG 2.0, Custom Rapid, Reflexor, Magnet Quartz, and Saber Moon R. Morph Moth, Power, 32,000 RP, Speed, 8,800 RP. Bubble Crab, Power, 600 RP, Speed, 4,800 RP. Flame Stack, 3,600 RP, and Speed, 7,000 RP. This basically tells how fast the bosses are and what their power is. As you can see, Crystal Snail is pretty compared to all the rest. He has like 500, while the other ones have over 1,000. I mean, look at Agile Speed. Agile Speed is way up, and his power isn't but Surge's power is higher than that. Violin, Neo Sigma has the exact same power and the exact same speed. Then I think it says for Zero's power that he doesn't know Zero's or Megaman's power. Because yeah, it's probably limitless. And we get Black Zero in the ending. There's nothing else really to this game. So this has been Game Freak 2001, and I will see you guys at Megaman X2.